Hi, I'm Peter, and also known as Old Man Does Music on YouTube and Patreon. I'm going to show you a Notion template that I made called the Lyric Writers Hub Original. It's um, it's basically just a place to write. Um, when I write lyrics, I usually sit down pen and paper, and I have a stack of books, journals, notes, everything surrounding me, and I just sit and write. And I wanted to recreate that in Notion, and I think I did a pretty good job. So first, I'm going to show you the main dashboard and how it works, and then we just move on from there. So it starts. This is the top Lyric Writers Hub original. I put a writing guide, the workflow on top, and I think you probably have your way of working when you write lyrics. I think this is a great workflow to follow, which is capture, collect sparks, first, draft, write freely, no rules, just plain writing. Then you start building stanzas, lines, structure, and then refine, fix, polish, finalize. I put explanations in here, what to do in this step with uh, various things to think of, and there's some rules and there's a goal. And each of these have the same what to do in this step, rules, goal, same thing when you are at the build stage and refine stage. That's how it looks in case you forget. Now I'm just going to close these like that. And then we have in progress right today. Uh, Here is a board with the status of where you are. And you can see I followed these: capture, draft, just like that, build, and refine. When I open a new song here, it starts at the capture stage, and then when you're done here with capturing, you move on to draft, and then you simply just drag it. So draft stage, build, refine, and then you put it finally as done. That is, oh yeah, this is the problem solver. I'll get to that later, I think. Let's skip that one for now. But there's a problem solver if you're working on having struggles. Here's almost done, and that has to do with the status. When your songs are at the refine stage, they will show up here. So you know that we all know how hard it is sometimes to finish songs. This is just for seeing what is close to being finished so you can finish it. Anthology, this is where your saved things go. Here we have companions and search. Both are in side peak. I'll show these when we open a song. I think that's better. It's just going to be confusing when we are at this stage. So let's say we just open a new song. I have sample one here. I'm going to open this in full page. Now here is what you call your song. Oh, not big letters. Your song. That's where we start. New song, and it's your song. You can see the status is capture. Here we have, let's say that you've been working on this and you struggle with something. Then you go to problem, you choose laundry list if it's too many topics, not enough focus on just one. This is laundry list, no angle, no story, two on the nose, vague ending, chorus weak, second verse stuck. You could, if you want, add to this list your own words, but for now, this is what I have. And let's say we choose it's vague. Next action is Right ending, rest, pause, finish, expand, cut, rewrite, write. I would choose expand because it's too vague. If you worked today, you click that. Yeah, that's it for now. Let's move on. And here's the main page. And I have, by purpose, made it very clean and very quiet because this is supposed to be, this is where you write. And so I didn't want to have too many things, fighting for attention. So this is the main working space. Placeholders here are, this is where you write. So there's one column here and a second one here. I got these three, whatever you might think of that you want to put on the side, you place them here. And that's just, if it phrase. Let's do red, white, and blue again. You have it there, and you continue to write here. If you remember Capture, Collect, Sparks, all of these are workspaces, additional. So, yeah, I remember. If you haven't seen my earlier videos, I talk about SidePeek because that's how I work, and I think it's perfect to bring stuff up in SidePeek. So I have just another workspace to work with. So Option and click, that opens SidePeek. And here's the Capture, Collect, Sparks workspace and placeholders. I have a little info here, master rule, so you don't forget which phase you are in. And there's also a checklist for Capture, Collect, Sparks. Raw phrases, images, moments captured as is, original wording preserved, concrete specifics, no interpretation, editing, or explanation, judgment fully suspended. Move on when you have a live language, not just ideas. That is for the capture. Option, click, draft. Same thing here, just a reminder, and you have a checklist for draft and write freely. Move on when you have raw emotional material on the page. Build, structure, same thing here. Draft. Here's where you add more structure to your lyrics, so it's just not beautiful language but doesn't mean anything. Here you bring real thought into what it is you're trying to say and how you say it. Move on when the song has architecture, not just language. And last one, refine. Master rule. Same thing again, and refine. This is where you done when every line earns its place and silence does some of the work. Great. That is the main space, the main writing space. Like I said, on purpose I made it clean and quiet. But down here, if you scroll down, whoops, that wasn't supposed to be open. This is how it's gonna look. You have several things. We've got companions in progress that helps you while you are writing. We have companions that you can use just as reference. We have search, SidePeek, which is if you want to bring up a lyric, an old lyric of your own lyrics or by another artist, you could use that as a reference. You can also mirror it, which is a great way to learn. When you play any instrument, as a guitar player, as a drummer, what you do first is you copy somebody else and then you do it several times, and you will pick from each one, and that will get you to find your own voice. We do the same with lyrics. So if you want to copy somebody's lyric, you it is a great way to work alongside it. So you